This is Professor Pete Alexander with the Winning a Business and Life podcast, where business leaders share their insights. It is 6 questions in 7 minutes because successful business leaders are busy and rarely have more time to spare. So let's get to it. Question number one: in a few sentences, please tell me who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name is Djamila Amimer. I'm the founder of Mind Sensors Global with a mission to help businesses apply AI.
Jamila, it's great to have you on the show. Question number two: what's the best thing about working in your industry?
I really like the fact that AI is still in its infancy, so there are a lot of scope for addressing new questions, coming up with the new tools, becoming more innovative.
Yeah, I've been to several conferences pre-COVID where talking about all the new things that AI can help with, in particular in the marketing and customer service field. So it's an exciting field, definitely. Question number three: I have a fictitious book with all the answers for business. What chapter would you think most companies should read?
That's a great question. So I think the chapter I will recommend is the digital transformation
Hmm.
chapter. I think COVID-19 has highlighted how technology is important. And I don't mean only, working virtually. It's the whole spectrum of technologies, including disruptive technologies. So that's the chapter I would recommend.
I think that's very wise. Thank you. Question number four: other than the generic work harder, have a great attitude, and care for customers, what advice or insight would you give to other business leaders?
My advice is around adopting artificial intelligence. So if you are a business or an entrepreneur who hasn't yet adopted and applied AI, my advice to you is please start, consider it. The benefits of AI is huge. There are like some statistics that shows that projection of 30 billions by 2030 that could be additional revenues for businesses. AI can help throughout kind of the business sectors in reducing costs, improving margins, new demand, new market, customer satisfaction. So please start thinking of it because it takes a lot of time, to get it right.
And I think that that's very wise, as you say, that it takes a time to get it right because many people think that AI is just a computer and it doesn't know anything, but it learns. Am I correct?
Definitely. So there is the learning component, which is huge. But AI, as you said, is not just a tool. It's basically a way of thinking. You need to adapt it and embed it in your company. It has to be part of your DNA of the culture of the company. Otherwise, it's going to break down somewhere, down the road.
I think that that's very interesting, the DNA of the company. Well said. Thank you so much. Question number five: what other business leader like yourself would you like to acknowledge and invite to be on my podcast?
There are plenty of them. I think my recommendation will be to interview Nancy Neems. She's the founder of Humanize. She's like an AI humanist. So I think she'll be a great addition to your podcast.
Great. Thank you for that referral. I'll reach out to her. And our final question number six: please tell me about your first job.
Oh, that's ages ago. But my first job was in strategy and planning in the energy sector. And so it was a great role with like a lot of responsibilities. But what I have learned is how to plan for long-term investments and how to make investment decisions, which are, I think, are crucial, skills to have.
Absolutely. From any kind of role that you would have after that, I'm sure that you've been able to tap into the learnings that you had from that first job.
Yeah, because those are transferable skills. You can apply it, into kind of, starting up like a new venture, how to make decisions, how to evaluate projects. So there are like a lot of things you can apply it to.
Absolutely. So, Jamila, thank you so much for being on the show. How can people find you?
Well, thank you for having me. People can find me in LinkedIn. They can also find me in my company's website, www.mindsenses.co.uk.
Perfect. This is Professor Pete Alexander with the Winning at Business and Life podcast. Thanks for listening.